Guys were on my YouTube live just a couple of moments ago, I was talking about how this broker is like, a great solution for those of you who are in Europe and you wish to trade binary options. Okay, so the reason for that is because Ayrex broker, they have been around for quite some time, and this is actually going to show you. This is I have a demo account right here, and also have a real account right here. I'm an affiliate of this broker. It's not that I've deposited money and lost it. No, that's not the case. I'm an affiliate, and this account is created for me so that they can deposit my earnings over here. So just wish to show you that with regards to withdrawals, they do pay. Okay, and basically over here, you can see that this is being paid out. Well, actually, I gotta see what's up with this one. Why not being rejected? I gotta check my email as to what happened. Okay, so basically, I want to show you. One of the reasons why I suggest that you work with this broker if you're in Europe is because they pay. Okay, initially before this, I had withdrawal using different method. And I think it was like faster pay didn't work out due to some local, like in Thailand, the accounts were being, I don't know, it's like for gaming purpose kind of thing. I couldn't withdraw it kind of thing. So eventually, used Bitcoin and went over in a flash. Initial withdrawal wasn't being paid. When I asked live chat about it, they did send me into a little bit of a chain, which got me a bit worried at first. I went to live chat support over here, and just click on support if you want. Okay, so I clicked on support, and basically, I told them my problem. I was like, hey, what's up with that? My withdrawal was being turned down. So what happened was that I got an automated. They sent us an email. I got an automated email right after I sent it. And I was like, okay, are they going to do some kind of delay tactic on me? No. In fact, within 30 minutes, a live person said, okay, the reason why your withdrawal was being declined was because your account was initially registered in Singapore, but it seems that you're accessing it from Thailand, and in the meantime, you have also never provided a verification document. So could you provide that? So I explained why it was registered in Singapore, because back then I lived in Singapore and I moved to Thailand, and then I gave them proofs of residence for both places, and they're like, okay, sure, let's make another request and we'll process it. So within like 2 hours, they actually sent out. I received a notification in my crypto wallet that the money came in. I was like, great. And it so happens that what they paid out back then when BTC was like 3,000 something only, so now it's worth quite a bit. Okay. Apart from that, let's look at this broker in general. The assets, they have a bunch. They have a bunch of FX. They have stocks. They have indices. Okay, and it says okay, only a real account. Sure, I'll show you on real accounts there. So over here you have the full set of assets, a little bit more than the demo. And that's the indices, that's the commodities. Unfortunately, you do not have crypto for trading. The assets here are nothing big to shout about, but I think the main reason why people actually like this broker is because if you are in Europe and you traded with IQ option or trade in the past, this would be a very similar kind of interface, and I think they were in the market just after IQ, I think. So I mean that their platform is not as good, but I mean IQ's improved a long way, but it's fairly close. The payouts generally range between about 70, like 69%, all the way to 78. 78 is the highest I've seen it. They have short term. The expiries will be from like the closest minute to, so actually give you like 6 expiry times, so like 6 minutes from now. And you can actually take it like with, I think a 30-second expiry. So if I pick this one, hang on, check this out. Wow, that is cool. That is cool. That's like less than a minute into the next one. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. And then you can increase it or decrease it by just hitting these. And let's see how far you can go. That's how the furthest you can go. And then you click over here. There's also the high-low. High-low basically is one where you have either higher or lower payout. And in this case, you're seeing a 78 over here. A while ago, it was not that amount. And the expiry times go all the way till, well, 4 expiry times later. So, like, you know, in 15-minute blocks, there's, it'll be the closest half an hour, closest 45, closest hour, and closest 15. Okay? And then there's the one touch. One touch is cool because I think this could be a new feature. I don't remember if it was there before. But why this is cool is because back in the day when we had like Boss Capital and what was the other one? Trade, what was it? Damn it. There was a broker, Stop Pair. Yeah, Stop Pair. Okay, Stop. Back in the days of Stop Pair and Boss Capital, yeah, one touch. And we could do the one that is the touch or the no touch. And direction meaning the above or the below. And based on, you know, of course, it's not exactly that. I mean, you don't have the flexibility of setting these levels as in some of the other. You see, it's not that flexible as some of those, but hey, we do have this facility anyway, and you know, I think this one will probably be like a touch. So obviously, to increase their odds, they kind of make it not so appetizing in the sense that, you see, like if this is the case, I'll probably want to do like a touch, right? So I can do, you know, a touch here. But when I click touch, what happens is like this buffer. So it really takes some kind of a breakout in order to do that. So that's how they kind of screw the odds in their favor. And also the touch, no touch, the payout is not really that good as back in the day, like Stop Pair or Boss Capital. But I mean, it's good to have nonetheless, right? So who is Ayrex up against? Okay, first and foremost, they are not a regulated broker. Like, that's the reason why they can accept people who are in Europe. They're up also against Option Field. They're up against binarycent. They're up against videforex or videforex, or how you read it. Videforex and binarycent are opened by the same owner. Option Fields by a different owner. And unfortunately, these 3 brokers, Option Field, videforex, binarycent, they have a bunch of rumors going around that they tend to pay some but not pay others. And I think that's a little bit disturbing. So, you know, Ayrex, on the other hand, they've been around for years. In the beginning of this video, I said that way back they were not popular at one point because everyone was saying that their price feed was screwed up, their validation was screwed up. So, you know, let's just make some trade on this demo. It's gonna do some, oh shit. I'll do a short term is high low. Let's do a short term instead. Okay, so there's no sell option here. I'll just set the closest expiry is to put further. So the idea is just to see like how quick it kind of executes or validates for the matter. Okay, what will also be interesting to see what's the smallest bet. Smallest bet is 5. It is not bad. That's just about what most brokers are doing. So there's the countdown right there, and we'll see the validation. Pretty fast, right? Pretty fast validation, don't you think? Execution, let's see it again. Okay, let's just see how quick the validation is. Execution. So it's almost instant. Some people would even argue that this has quicker execution and validation IQ. But just take note, the payout is not quite the same, not quite as much as IQ option. Okay. What kind of account benefits do you have? I don't know. We'll just click on that in a moment. We'll click on the deposit thing in a moment to see what kind of promotions they have. Actually, this one might not make it. That's fine. Oh, so they got this marketing thing, but you can actually close it. You're not compulsed. You're not compulsed to it. And let's click on here and see what kind of. Oh, hang on. That's just adding this demo balance. Let's go to the real account. And I want to just check out a deposit. So these are the deposit methods. Visa is blocked for this country. MasterCard is blocked for this country. FastPay can be done. Union Pay can be done. Bank can be done as well. I'm not sure why it shows up as Malaysian for me. It's a bit peculiar. Let's check on bonuses. No information on that. Let's go to the main. Oh, let's go to this. What's this about? Signals. Let's see what else they have. News, typical news feed. See Bitcoin over here. It's grayed out, so I think they don't have that anymore. They used to have it. And what else is there? Okay, let's go to the main website, for Ayrex.com. Okay, so as you can see, they do have reviews on FX Imperative using videforex and binary options post. So these are fairly known sites that gives them a little bit more credibility than some of the other binary sites out there. Open your trades in 0.028 seconds. Use actual quotes to get guaranteed result. That's good. I mean, they have a time on it, so they have their own KPI. True payouts top assets up to 80% on Euro USD, BP, and USD JPY. 39% BP. They're taking it out now. High low up to 85%. So they have awards. They have the best binary options broker 2017, best platform, best options broker, best customer support, innovative. They're no longer the most innovative. Obviously, IQ is taking over that. What's this about? 90% for new traders. I suppose you're going to find out. Trading signals to 60% success rate. Honestly, I said trade your own. Oh yeah. You know what? I was talking about OTC, right? So let's talk a little bit about how to trade OTC over here. So I forgot to show you. I mentioned this in my other live video, but I didn't show you actually how it works. So charts, they've updated it. You have 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 30, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It's not bad. Okay. We wish we had more, but this is also usable. There's no charting tools, so you may want to chart elsewhere, like on TradingView, for instance. So you can go to TradingView, and so you do using Euro USD, and just get your own chart. Probably gonna work around with this. Okay, no choice. Do a technical analysis over here. You can do this here on a weekday. It's free, but on the OTC, you can't fall back on this. OTC, you probably, either have to use some software that you can do a screen overlay where you can draw lines, support lines to do technical analysis, or you maybe even have to use like a whiteboard marker and a ruler on your screen. Sounds kind of funny, but that's what it would take you if you want to do OTC. Drawbacks, you cannot zoom out or zoom out. So you have to just remember and mentally visualize what it is, okay? You have a Bollinger Band to help you, but I really wish you had more indicators than this. That's all that they have at this point in time. I wish you had more than that. So weekdays, I think this is a very strong option that you can use to trade if you're in Europe. It's, like after all the other brokers have gone, this is probably your best bet. But on the weekend, if you're able to trade like this, then great. Hey, if it was channel trading, this is sufficient. You don't need a very big setup. But if you're doing a trend follow, then you obviously need to watch it and see how it's headed, compare the pricings and all that. Otherwise, you can't really make a very good decision. But overall, I think it's not bad. I wish it had more features, but if you're in Europe, this is probably the best you can get for now. So if you appreciate my review, I've got a link in the description, theBinaryLab.net/Ayrex. If you use my link to sign up, or let's say even if you're just trying out for a demo and decide to go live with Ayrex and you made a deposit, message my Facebook admin because you could qualify for one of my free programs. Like for instance, for deposit of 100 and above, you get into Martingale Master. If you deposit over 250, and you can do that over time. You don't do it all at once. For 250, you get access into Binary Basics as well. Okay. And finally, if you wish to get into the Binary Lab Elite, we can discuss it later. Definitely give you a preferential rate if you wish to cross over that as well. Are there any questions about Ayrex Broker? Any questions on this broker at this point? I hope I can clear this sickening phlegm in my chest before my webinars this week. See a couple of you tuned in. Any questions? If not, tag me in a comment, or tag the Binary Lab in a comment, and ask me a question. I'll reply at a later time. And if there are any really good questions, I'll dedicate a video response just to your question. Bye for now.